Have you ever considered the possibility of a life beyond Earth, specifically on the red planet, Mars? Imagine a world where the sky is a perpetual shade of butterscotch, where iron-rich dust gives the landscape a rusty tinge, and where, despite the harsh conditions, life as we know it could potentially thrive. This is Mars, the fourth planet from our Sun and our closest celestial neighbor that could potentially harbor human life. With Earth's resources dwindling and our population growing, the idea of colonizing Mars is not just the stuff of science fiction anymore, but a necessary venture we must consider. But why Mars, you might wonder? Well, Mars, despite its harsh conditions, has the most Earth-like environment in our solar system. It has a day-night cycle similar to ours, polar ice caps made of water, and evidence points to the possibility that liquid water might still flow on its surface. All these make Mars a suitable candidate for colonization. However, just like any expedition into the unknown, colonizing Mars comes with its fair share of challenges. We're talking about an environment where the average temperature is minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit, where the atmosphere is thin and composed mainly of carbon dioxide, and where solar and cosmic radiation is a real threat. Not to mention the psychological and physiological effects of living on a different planet. Yet the potential benefits of colonizing Mars are vast. We could tap into Mars's resources, reduce the risk of human extinction by becoming a multiplanetary species, and unlock mysteries about the universe and our place in it. Mars could become a hub for scientific research and technological advancements, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible. As we look to the stars, Mars presents itself as a beacon of opportunity and challenge. It's an adventure that could redefine humanity, a journey that could change the course of our future, and a possibility that is within our grasp. So, let's delve deeper into this fascinating topic and explore the concept of colonizing Mars. It's not just a recent fascination. Humankind's curiosity for Mars dates back to ancient times. When our ancestors first looked up at the night sky, the red planet, Mars, sparked their imagination and curiosity. This fascination has driven us to explore Mars, and over the years, we've made many significant milestones. Our early understanding of Mars began with telescopic observations. In the 17th century, astronomers like Galileo Galilei peered through rudimentary telescopes to observe Mars. But it wasn't until the 19th century that Italian astronomer Giovanni Schiaparelli identified what he believed to be canals on Mars, sparking theories of possible Martian life. Fast forward to the mid-20th century and we had moved from observing Mars from afar to visiting it up close. The first successful Mars flyby was by NASA's Mariner 4 in 1965. The spacecraft sent back the first close-up photographs of the Martian surface, revealing a world with moon-like craters and seemingly devoid of any canals or signs of life. From the 70s to the 90s, Mars exploration continued with a series of orbiters, landers, and rovers from various space agencies worldwide. These missions have given us invaluable information about Mars's geology, atmosphere, and potential for life. In the 21st century, Mars exploration has become even more sophisticated. NASA's Mars rovers like Spirit, Opportunity, and Curiosity have revolutionized our understanding of the red planet. These rovers have found evidence of past water on Mars, raising the tantalizing possibility that Mars may once have harbored life. Today, our exploration of Mars continues with missions like NASA's Perseverance rover and the United Arab Emirates Mars mission. These missions aim to further our understanding of Mars's geology and climate and search for signs of ancient life. The journey so far has been filled with groundbreaking discoveries and technological advancements, paving the path for future exploration. As we look towards the future, the prospect of human exploration and even colonization of Mars is becoming ever more feasible. Mars, our celestial neighbor, continues to captivate us, driving us to explore and discover the mysteries it holds. The next big step in Mars exploration is no longer just exploration, it's colonization. Let's delve into the heart of the matter, the major players in this thrilling race to colonize Mars. At the forefront we have NASA, the United States Space Agency, an old hand in space exploration. Their ambitious project, the Artemis program, aims to land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024 as a stepping stone to Mars. NASA's long-term plan is to establish a sustainable human presence on Mars by the 2030s. On the other side of the spectrum, we have SpaceX, the brainchild of tech entrepreneur Elon Musk. SpaceX's plans are bold, to say the least. Their flagship spacecraft, Starship, is being designed with the explicit goal of making life multiplanetary. Musk's vision? A self-sustaining city on Mars with a population of 1 million people by the mid-21st century. But it's not just a two-horse race. Other international space agencies have also thrown their hats into the ring. The European Space Agency, in collaboration with Russia's Roscosmos, is working on the ExoMars program, aiming to search for signs of life and to better understand the Martian environment. China's space agency, CNSA, has recently joined the Mars Club with its successful Tianwen-1 mission and has expressed interest in future manned missions. Meanwhile, the United Arab Emirates has also demonstrated its Martian ambitions with the successful launch of the Hope probe, marking the first interplanetary mission by an Arab nation. Each of these entities brings to the table their unique strengths, resources, and visions. They're all vying for the same goal: to make Mars a second home for us Earthlings. The timelines may differ, the strategies may vary, but the endgame remains the same: the colonization of Mars. The race is on, and the goal is not just to visit Mars but to make it a second home for humanity. Imagine for a moment life on Mars. What would it be like? Well, let's embark on a thought experiment. Picture a landscape that's stark, yet stunning. Endless crimson plains stretching out under a pink-hued sky. But it's not just the alien beauty that would strike you. Mars, as we know, is not a welcoming place for humans. The atmosphere is thin, the temperatures are extreme, and radiation levels are high. Creating a livable environment here is going to be an immense challenge. We would need to build habitats that can protect us from the harsh Martian conditions. These habitats would need to be self-sustaining, recycling air, water, and waste. We would also need to generate power, most likely through solar panels, as Mars receives about half the sunlight Earth does. What about resources? Mars does offer some. The red planet's soil contains water ice, which can be melted for drinking, used in farming, or split into hydrogen and oxygen for breathable air. Moreover, this soil can also be used to manufacture bricks for building structures. But living on Mars isn't just about surviving physically, it's also about surviving psychologically. The isolation, the confinement, the distance from Earth, these factors could pose significant mental health challenges. Imagine being millions of miles away from your loved ones with communication delays of up to 20 minutes. It's a solitude that most of us accustomed to an interconnected world have never experienced. Despite these challenges, the prospect of colonizing Mars has an undeniable allure. It offers us a chance to push the boundaries of human potential and knowledge, to explore, to discover, to innovate, to become, in every sense of the word, interplanetary beings. So as we stand on the precipice of this new frontier, we should be prepared for the Herculean task that lies ahead. It's going to be tough, it's going to be demanding, and it's going to be unlike anything we've ever done before. Life on Mars would indeed be a leap into the unknown, a life unlike anything we've known on Earth. The future of Mars colonization is as intriguing as it is uncertain. Inevitably, scientific advancements will shape our journey to the Red Planet. With every passing year, we are making substantial strides in our quest to make Mars our second home. From developing more efficient propulsion systems to creating sustainable life support systems, the march of progress is relentless. We can look forward to a future where space travel is not a rarity, but a norm, and Mars is just another commute away. The timeline for this colossal endeavor is, of course, speculative. Some predict a manned mission within the next decade, while others believe it may take several decades to achieve a sustainable colony. Regardless, what we can be sure of is that the day we set foot on Martian soil will mark a turning point in human history. Yet, as we venture forth into this brave new world, there are ethical considerations that we must grapple with. The question isn't just about whether we can colonize Mars, but whether we should. As custodians of Earth, we have a responsibility to ensure that our explorative ambitions do not lead to the exploitation of another planet. We must navigate the delicate balance between exploration and preservation. We must question how our presence will impact the Martian environment and its potential ecosystems. We must consider the rights of future Martian citizens and how we govern a society millions of miles away from our home planet. And above all, we must ask ourselves if we are prepared to be a multiplanetary species. The future of Mars colonization is a thrilling prospect, filled with challenges and opportunities. It's a journey into the unknown, a testament to our indomitable spirit of discovery. It's a story that future generations will tell as they look up at the Red Planet, not as a distant alien world, but as a part of their home. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, one thing is certain: Mars is no longer just a distant planet, it's a potential new home.